Kris Patterson, what a generous guy. Perhaps City Council can read their books when they're riding the buses. Just inside joke there. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Marta to come on up, if you would, please, Marta.
Hi, good evening. I'm Marta Williamson. I'm the chair of the Alberni Valley Museum Heritage Commission. And we had hoped tonight, we planned tonight to have Dr. Jamie Morton here and introduce him to you and to have him give a few words. But he had a death in the family, so he was unable to come. So, good evening, Acting Mayor Dan Washington. This sounds really big. And ladies and gentlemen. The Alberni Valley Museum Heritage Commission and the museum staff would like to congratulate Kris Patterson on the publication of Volume 2 of This Was Then with Old Ike. He's taken on a task of compiling X columns into 2 volumes, and that we can all enjoy and provide a lasting legacy of his father's work. The museum is very grateful to Kris because not only, but partly because he is donating some of the proceeds of the book to the museum. These funds will assist the museum in its efforts to collect and preserve the history of the Alberni Valley. So thank you, Kris. Now tonight, we open the Leonard Frank exhibit. This is a traveling display from the Jewish Museum Archives in Vancouver, and it will be here till the end of September. Leonard Frank was a local photographer with whom you may be familiar. A lot of great photos that were used during our centennial year of the Albernis depicting the 1912 era were by Leonard Frank. He was born in Germany. Frank came to Canada as a young man, originally looking for gold, and lived in the Alberni Valley from the 1890s till 1917. In 1917, Frank moved to Vancouver, and he continued as a successful photographer. And that's how Leonard Frank's studio collection ended up in Vancouver. The collection housed at the Jewish Museum and Archives in Vancouver encompassed approximately 39,000 photographic images, just kind of mind-boggling. Now, the selection of images in this exhibit includes some of Frank's depictions of industry in British Columbia, as well as a number of our early photos of the Alberni Valley. Now, most of the photos in the exhibit are images that do not exist in our own Alberni Valley Museum collection, in an attempt to show the community a different range of Frank's images. Now, the exhibit also includes a 30-minute video about Leonard Frank, and if you don't get a chance to see it tonight, it's worth coming back to take a look. Also, in conjunction with this exhibit, the museum is doing a temporary exhibit of Frank images at the Clock Tower Gallery for the month of June. And these will be a selection of Leonard Frank images from the Alberni Valley Museum collection, so do go down and have a look there. Now, I'd like to recognize the great work of our museum staff in arranging for the loan of the exhibit, for the designing, and for the installation. In particular, we recognize the collections curator, Kirsten Smith. I don't see Kirsten. Is Kirsten there? She's always there at the back hiding. And museum assistants Sandra Oikel and Kathy Bagley, and of course our own Shelley Harding. So before I end, you may now look forward to the next exhibit, which will open in October, and it will feature the museum's own art collection. So thank you very much, and Ken, I'll turn it back to you.